Hi everyone, welcome to my craft room. The first DIY that I made for Christmas in July is this countdown to Christmas clock. I will definitely be making another one with that red truck. So I used some wrapping paper from last year, and I used a round board from the Dollar Tree and scissors. I used a dark pipe cleaner and these brads that I've had for years. I did use a Cricut, but you could always use stickers or stencils. I used some leftover wrapping paper and a card from Christmas. I used the chalk paint from the Dollar Tree and a jumbo craft stick. Mod Podge, sorry it's upside down, and a sanding block. The first thing I did was found the center of that board and drilled a hole into it, and on one end of the craft stick I drilled a hole, and on the other end of that craft stick I made a point, and that will be my dial. First thing I did was took that jute cord off, but saved it because I will be reusing it, and I'm going to Mod Podge that wrapping paper. I got this from Walmart at Christmas time last year. Anyway, I'm going to Mod Podge the back of that board and then glue the paper down to it. And I'm making sure when I do lay it down to pay close attention to the edges and make sure that there's no bubbles. While that was drying, I wanted to paint my stick with that chalkboard paint from the Dollar Tree, and I gave that one coat. Once I cut out all of my numbers, I laid them down on the board to get an idea where I wanted to put them. Right here I'm taking tiniest piece of that pipe cleaner and I'm putting it in between the board and the dial, and then I'm sticking the brad through that. That way when the dial goes around, it won't scratch the board. Once all my numbers were stuck on, now I wanted to add some embellishments, so I cut out a snowman from some wrapping paper and Santa from a Christmas card, as well as the little presents right above Jesus' birthday. You see there? So I wanted to add both Jesus' birthday and Christmas because he is the reason for the season, in my opinion. Here it is, all done, hanging on my wall. I think it came out super cute. So here is my first DIY for Christmas in July. For this project, I used a star from the Dollar Tree, white chalk paint, antique wax, jute, scissors, a lighter, and of course, paintbrushes. I did use my Cricut, but if you wanted to make this yourself, you could always use stickers. First thing I did was water down some paint. I was getting low on my white paint, so I just added some water. Made a little mess there, but you know, all in fun. So I gave them a wash, and then after that was dry, I added my stickers, and one says be merry, be jolly, and one says be bright. So here I am adding the last letters to the star. This last star gave me a little bit of trouble. I was struggling with the word bright, but I finally did get it. If you didn't have a cutting machine, you could always use stencils or stickers, or if you had good handwriting, you could always just paint it on. I felt like the stars were a little plain, so I took some antique wax and I dry brushed the edges of the middle star and the sides, and then I ever so lightly brushed the back of the stars in case, you know, they spin around and it had a little texture in the back. And here I am just giving it, you can't really see it on camera, but it does outline the star nicely. So I just wrapped the jute all the way around the star, and here I'm showing you at the points. I just went up and pulled tight and then pulled back down and then made a little design on those points. And the only one I didn't do that to was the point with the holes, and that will be for the hanger and to hang the middle star in the middle. I just put a YouTube video on and just wrapped. So here it is. I'm ready to hang the middle star to the outside. So I'm just gonna go in the front with the jute, and then I'll pull up. I'm kind of just mimicking the way it was hung in the first place when I bought it from the Dollar Tree. So that's exactly what I did. So if you watched my videos previous to this and I used jute, you know I've got to burn those little fuzzies off. Some people like it, but I don't. So I do take the lighter and I burn off the, see there, the fuzzies. Please be careful if you do this. Do not burn yourself. And you know, always put that flame over something that won't catch fire on the bottom, just in case a piece does fall. Remember to be careful. Now I'm making a little tiny bow out of the jute, and I'm going to glue it right there in the middle of the two holes. Here it is, all done. I think it came out super cute. And here is my second DIY for Christmas in July. For the next DIY, I have this scrap wood. It's 3.5 by 2 inches thick. I used a sander, a hammer, wire cutters, a tape measure, and a pencil. A saw and a brad nailer, a stapler, and some chicken wire. I cut 4 12-inch boards, 4 10-inch boards, and 4 8-inch boards. Then I nailed them together, nailing all 12-inch together, 10-inch together, and then 8-inch together, making 3 shadow boxes. Once that was done, it was time to paint. So I painted all 3 boxes with 1 coat of the elephant paint, and once that dried, I took them outside and gave them 1 coat of the white linen, or the linen white paint. And I painted the dark color under, that way when I go to distress it, the dark will come through the white. Then it was time to sand it, and here I am distressing it with the sander, you know, pressing with the sander in some places to make deeper sand marks and let that elephant color come through. And now I'm stapling down the chicken wire to the back of each box, and this is what it looks like. Now it's time to play. So I got my Christmas box out of all my ornaments that I got on sale at Walmart and different places after Christmas, like 75-80% off. And I'm here playing with all the decorations, just putting them where I want them, and it was a lot of fun. I will be using these shadow boxes year-round for my everyday decor. So these boxes are real versatile. I just thought I would add my Christmas decor to them since it's Christmas in July. And the glue that I did use is very little. I only used it on whatever was hanging, and the rest were just sitting in there. That way I can use them for different things. Here are some of the ways that I will be displaying these boxes around Christmas time. I just played and had some fun today. If you like my video, give me a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I would love for you to join my YouTube family. And thanks for watching. Talk to you next time. Bye.